Welcome back to the channel. In this week's video, I'm going to take you through a couple of different tips that help with staying lean, getting lean, building muscle, trying to just preserve muscle. There's a ton of things that you guys don't realize that actually go into trying to get lean or any goal in general. So I'm going to give you some tips in this video, so stick around all the way till the end. Appreciate you watching. So let's get into the video. So one of the things that you can use to your advantage when you're trying to stay lean or get lean is sleep. I'll talk about one thing right now, I'll talk about one thing this evening. So with sleep, consistent wake times and bedtimes. Your body is running on a circadian rhythm. Essentially, it's running off of light. The moment that your eyes see light, your brain and your body start to wake up, your body temperature raises, and it's like, hey, it's time to get up and get going. In the evening, whenever it's time to go to bed, the sun's going down, your eyes start to get a little like, oh, like, I need to start relaxing. Your body temperature comes down, getting you ready to go into a restful night's sleep. So when you think about that, you need to use it to your advantage with sleep, is setting consistent wake times and bedtimes. If you wake up at 6 a.m. every day, let's try to wake up no earlier than 5:45, and let's try to wake up no later than 6:15. Same thing with bedtime. If you're going to sleep at, like, let's say 9 p.m., make sure you're not going to bed at 8:30, but let's make sure that we're getting into bed by 9:15, 9:30. Consistent wake up and sleep times are crucial to getting lean or staying lean, especially when it comes to having good sleep for our hormone levels and making sure that everything's regulated to allow us to be able to get that good deep sleep. You getting lean or building muscle or whatever goal, insert your goal, your overall wellness will feed that. It is a byproduct. Everything is a byproduct of how you treat yourself on the daily. Now, let me be careful when I say this. I'm in the sauna. Now, typically I would do the cold plunge, but I came in here today, it's empty, they're refilling it, so it won't be cold for a while, so I won't get to use it, darn. Using something like the sauna, okay? There's so many good benefits. You could look it up. There's so many good things and reasons why you should use it. One of the reasons why you should use it, though, is overall for your nervous system support. So I just got done working out 2 hours. 2 hours at 130 beats per minute was my heart rate. So zone 2 aerobic work, but that's it for the day. Today is what I would call a low day in terms of the intensity in which I'm doing my workouts. So being in here kind of gives me another stimulus, some heat training, and overall lets me just kind of focus on my breath, chill, relax, and get from a place where my heart rate's going to be up a little bit, so I'll be in a little of a stress state, but when I come out of it, I shower, my nervous system gets to kind of calm down, I'm relaxed, and I can eat my lunch. So a sauna is a really, really good way to kind of detach, pray, think, don't be on your phone, just kind of get away from the world. Typically, I would come in here for about 15-20 minutes, hop in the cold plunge for 2 to 3 minutes, come back in here, and I'd either be done or I'd go back in the cold plunge, vice versa. That is another tool that you can use for getting lean and building muscle. Greetings from my roof. Charlie just went poop. I'll have to pick that up here in a second. An underrated thing whenever you're trying to, I'm just going to say, accomplish a goal, okay? Get lean, build muscle, doesn't matter. Know when to rest, okay? So I'm pretty tired. I'm beat up from all the training. Let me just show you what I did yesterday. Insert clip now.
How many were used yesterday?
Control it, just lost it.
Very good.
Grab it like you would hold the baseball bat. Yeah.
The matching out. That's the harder to control.
Those anti-shrug, right shoulder away from your right ear.
I'm going to send you the workout.
Just the heel, keep your toe up.
And welcome back. And Charlie wants to say hi, I think. Oh, are you gonna see her? Nope. Okay, you can go sniff. Go. Okay, she doesn't want to. So anyways, you gotta know when you need to chill. So I had a big quality session yesterday. My strain was like a 17. You'll check it right there. After that session, I was depleted, like not depleted in a bad way. I just felt tired, and I was like, man, and I need to eat my lunch and go home. So it's funny. I was on TikTok yesterday, and there's this trend on there. It was like lunch in my city, and then you type your city name, and then it gives you, suggestions, whatever. Well, there's this place called Brown Bag Co. and I don't know how, but Ben said something about Brown Bag Co. and I'm like, we're going. Because like the fact that I saw that last night, you mentioned it today, and I still haven't eaten lunch, it's perfect. So I went and had that, and I woke up with an 85% recovery. Is it because of Brown Bag Co.? No. But it's just like allowing myself to be like not so stringent sometimes. Like, and I've allowed myself this opportunity. I get 2 free meals a week. That was one of them. And I wanted to make sure that I took advantage of it. So that's a big thing. Number 2 is after today's workout where I did 2 hours of basically aerobic work, I did the sauna, I came home, and I allowed myself like 20-30 minutes of just rot time. I just sat on my phone, I scrolled, doom scroll, whatever you want to call it, and it felt good. But as soon as that was done, like I set a timer, as soon as it was done, I got to work. I knocked out programming, I got updated on some of the things for tomorrow. I've got like back-to-back meetings tomorrow, so I was making sure I was prepped for that, but then also making sure that I'm good to go for Sunday whenever I send out a lot of the things. Saturdays and Sundays typically turn out to be some of my biggest days. Saturday being because I have a 3-hour training day, which is tomorrow. I just need to make sure that I can get the rest where I can get the rest. So it is important to know when to pump the brakes and relax. Very important. And here we are. It's kind of like I told you, one of the best things that you can do for your recovery and for just enhancing different things like sleep is having a nighttime ritual. So before I came out here, I plugged in my phone. It is right now, it just turned 8 p.m. Now, I'm not telling you that you have to be going to bed at 9 or 9:30. Like, I'm gonna be in bed here in the next hour 15 minutes. I'm not saying you have to do that. What I am saying is it's really, really helpful when you can, about an hour to an hour and a half before you're gonna go to bed, is plug in your phone and be done with it. Sure, you can go back and watch TV, watch your show, read a book. I actually recommend reading a book. I rest really, really well before I go to sleep when I read a book. But a nighttime ritual where you can wind down and let your brain like really chill out is super duper underrated. So let's talk about building out a nighttime ritual. And let me just say, let's talk about mine first, okay? 8 p.m., 7:45-ish, 8:15, somewhere around there. I am plugging in my phone and I'm done. There's no more on my phone. I might be wrapping up loose ends to finish up the day whenever I get back up to the apartment, but that's it. We will always go on a nighttime walk as long as it's not too cold for her. We go let Charlie out. We're walking around the block for about 20 to 30 minutes or so. There's no vigor to it. It's literally just easy, super cool, like super easy going. Once we're done with that, we go upstairs. I will typically take a shower, and then I will like literally read my book in bed until my eyes literally are doing this in bed. So it is as simple as that. Now, let me acknowledge, I know not everybody wants to go to sleep at 9 p.m. or even 10 p.m. It's like, hey man, I want to enjoy my day. I want to do these things. Okay, that's totally fine. But let's just make sure that we understand what's important to us. If you want to lose weight or you really want to prioritize your health, we got to make sure that you're getting good sleep. I'm not saying you can't do some of those things. Let's say you're like, I want to play video games before I go to bed. Like, that's totally fine, but how much sleep are you getting? How much light is in your eyes before you're going to sleep looking at a screen? We have to understand what we're willing to give up to be able to accomplish our goals. I know for me is I gave up video games a couple years ago because I understood that I wasn't sleeping enough and I wasn't recovering well enough to be able to accomplish the goals that I wanted to accomplish with High Rocks. I found out the hard way. So it just comes with trial and error, seeing what works for you. So with all that being said, one of my favorite parts about doing this nighttime ritual is being outside and like getting my like body and my nervous system to relax. I got Charlie here with me. I usually got Lauren. Her and I are talking about our days. talking about our goals, what's coming up, what we're excited about, all the things. It's just a really good time for you to kind of decompress and really, even if you're not walking with someone, if you can go outside and get on a walk and like pray, say your goals out loud, manifest, anything, whatever you want to do, it's a great time to do it.
He's an elite defender for the
session, but you gotta believe that's on his way. He's continued these
in the game. I'm sure Jack Tracy's gonna love to get him out there.
Trade. That was a huge blow to Oriole fans. It was a huge part of what they had done the last several years.
We called him, talked to him, and he said, look, this is one of the best human beings you ever meet.